How are things going? You getting acclimated to everything?
Yeah.
City,
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. We've been able to be here for the last like 2 months, and last month a ton of people in the building and stuff like that. So obviously there's a little bit of a different energy with first day of practice, but we have had just like a lot of people in the gym. So it's kind of fun to be at that place where you realize, preseason games come soon, and not too long we'll be playing.
What was the first practice like?
It was good. I feel like a good amount of like teaching and then a good amount of competition, which is fun. Like I think just getting out and playing against each other, and we had some like good competitive games going, and the teams kind of balanced out a little bit. So it was a good day. I think a lot of good competitive energy, and I feel like everyone's just excited to be able to get back out there and start playing.
There's a term that a lot of the guys threw out yesterday, Jeremy, Devin, in regard to the defense was scary. That's the intensity of scary. You guys have that on the report. What are your thoughts on the potential of the defense and the players you guys got out on the report?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's definitely going to be a place where we can build our identity and want to, have that like hitting the ground running and to just really push ourselves on that side of the floor to really kind of establish ourselves as being a great defensive team. And we obviously have some great individual defenders that can really help lift that, and obviously Victor being a big part of that. But I think the intensity on that side of the ball will really help, dictate kind of how we play game to game and just be the foundation for how we kind of play, especially in the early part of the season.
Do you think it'd be doable for you and Victor to share the floor together?
Yeah, definitely. I think, we definitely hope to be able to play together. I was fortunate enough to play with like Porzingis and Horford last year, and so be able to have some experience in that. And I think having like two rim protectors can give you a lot of versatility to make things hard for other teams, and then should be a fun time trying to figure it out offensively how to best fit that together.
What have been your early impressions of Victor? Played with him against him a couple of times before now, but just being in the building with him and seeing him every day. What was your knee-jerk reaction?
And obviously his talent's definitely there, and he can do some pretty incredible things. But I've been impressed just honestly where he's at in terms of like work ethic and kind of like intentionality towards the game of wanting to kind of just make that next step forward and figure things out. And I think when you kind of have that work ethic and kind of that attention to detail type thing, it's just like a matter of time for everything to kind of fall into place. He's obviously still very young, so there's a lot of like room to grow for, a whole lot more years past just this one. But I think that intentionality kind of in the day and in the moment allows you to really just pick things up and really start implementing them quickly.
Yesterday, HB was saying it had been a long time since he'd won an NBA title, so he had to ask you about what it felt like. What was that experience for you, and how do you see that kind of helping you inject what you learned into the team?
That was obviously an incredible experience, and being able to share it with the team and the Celtics organization, and it was really amazing. I feel like especially the couple of years that we had of really contending for it and falling short, and then to finally be able to do it. Honestly, it's pretty amazing of just how I feel like kind of just like sober the process is, and it's like your opponents are going to find your weaknesses and challenge you, and it just takes like everybody, really kind of daily working and committing to just doing their role and then competing at the highest level. There's not really any kind of like cheat code type of that stuff. It's very sober. It's very just like disciplined, and obviously that group was a special group of guys where we competed at a very high level. And honestly, I think how like mundane the work of it was, and the process of like being challenged in the playoffs and all that, I think is something that you just come to know deeper. And a lot of times you can think that you take something spectacular, and a lot of times like just doing the daily work and really just growing and keep facing the challenges that are being thrown at you is just like the only thing to do at hand.
Kelly's been around the league for a while. What are your impressions of him, and how do you think he can help us out?
Yeah, I've obviously played Kelly a lot over the years. He's just a really smart and really capable basketball player who, knows how to connect guys, he's very like just talented in different ways, and provides a unique way to play as a team. So I think he does definitely like give a pretty new and specific like tool for the team to be able to play through him and play with him, and just his like intelligence and leadership I think is something that'll be super valuable on the court.
Going back to that championship of identity stuff. This is a team that's obviously been young, but they want to make that next step. Do you sense that sort of urgency for a group like this to take that next step to make the postseason?
I mean, you're definitely striving to challenge yourself and to, like, you know, taking the goals ahead, and obviously haven't been in the playoffs for the last couple of years. So there's a weird thing of, like, when it comes to, like, goal setting and what you're aspiring for in the season is kind of honestly back to that championship type thing. So much of what I felt like that identity was just like winning the game before you, like in the regular season just as much as the playoffs. So I think just like challenging yourself to win the day at hand and win the game at hand is really all that you can do, and it's kind of like the process required to actually like pass the test to kind of play on that next stage and that next level, and then to succeed at that next stage.
You were in Boston for quite a bit. Like,
yeah.
Has it been a like mental switch in your mind to get used to silver and black, and that part of the life is silver now?
I had a phenomenal boom work by the group here today. Yeah, like it's definitely strange, and there's some weird like deja vu type of things. I'm sorry, is this a normal way for the San Antonio media to be interacting? All right. Yeah. But like, it's definitely weird, and obviously had some great relationships with everyone, and it's weird kind of just starting over again, and not only for myself here with the team, but just like my family. So there's like a lot of layers and a lot of levels of kind of like working through it, but everyone's been very charitable and kind and welcoming, and I think it's just the process of kind of ingraining yourself into a new group and just kind of starting to have the experiences together.
Have you got the time to get to know Wemby a bit more, you know, off the court, and spend some time with him? Have you done some French already?
Oui. That's about tapped out. Ça va? That's another thing I got. Yeah, that's something. He's been around the facility most of the summer, so we've been able to spend some time together and been able to spend some time on the court together and stuff too. So, it's been nice to kind of get to know him and everybody on the team, and that's another great thing about the season and getting back into like training camp and stuff, because really you start spending a lot of time together, and especially once you start traveling, being able to just kind of grow in that relationship in that way.
Thanks, Luke. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's up?